What's going on, everybody?
What is up, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
So, anything exciting this week?
Your week is still going there, Jared. You're at. I can see you got shitty internet, so I see that. so I see where you're in a your little 10x10 room. Looks like you're in a cell.
Yeah, I'm in my prison cell today. So, but your boy. One thing exciting is your boy just got promoted.
There you go.
Nice. Look at that! Congratulations.
Thank you. We had a funny story with that. So Chris knows this, but you guys don't. So it's kind of, back when I was younger in the Army, you wore your rank on your collar, and they did what was called like a blood rank or blood promotion. You got it was pin on, so they'd slam it into your collarbone. Well, now it's on your chest. So when you get promoted, the person that's pinning you punches you in the chest on your rank to seal it in. Allie and my daughter Chloe came up to promote me. So Allie got to put it on my chest and Chloe got to put it on my hat, and they both got to hit me. Allie just knocks the ever-loving snot out of me.
Good.
I'm pretty sure she bruised my sternum. And then Chloe, I don't know what the hell this kid was thinking. She decides to try to palm it, but she came from way back, and when she did, she went up and she slid from my chest and came up and hit me in the fucking throat, and then smashed my damn jaw into my tongue, and I bit my tongue, and I'm sitting there with my fucking mouth bleeding, blood in my mouth while I'm waiting, standing in front of this formation of fucking people.
Good.
With my I was ready to kill her. I was like, you could.
And you didn't
You had one job, kid. There's pictures. There's no video of it. There's pictures. I've got a picture where her hand is like this on my throat.
Well, it's a love tap. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're cringing with pain by biting your tongue.
It still hurts. It's friggin', those little those lie bumps or whatever you get on your tongue. The whole friggin' side of my tongue is just covered in them now.
That's called herpes, all right, Jared? Stop.
So did you just say Allie has herpes? I hope she slits your fucking throat.
I didn't say that. It could be.
If I have herpes, then she has herpes.
Oh, that's your fault.
So that's by proxy.
Your fault.
Didn't think that one
no,
through.
Not really.
It's your fault, Paul. So when we see you, you're going to have a little fucking mean ginger, and I'm not going to hold her back.
I can still run.
Can you run?
Come on. Who are you lying to? You ain't fucking running. Maybe to the fucking donut shop, you fucking pig.
I'm like an alligator. I gotta run zigzag for a little bit, and then I'm out. 30 seconds at most, and then I'm done.
You hit him with that good sprint and get some distance between you.
I gotta get some distance at fit.
We all saw your Tinley wrestling match. We know that's not happening from more than 5 feet.
I don't think my life was on the line at that point. Completely different.
No,
Touche.
You didn't throw punch him either. It would have went bad if you throw punched him.
10 meter dash is all I got. Thanks, Sean. Fuck you, Mark. So, yeah. I know Mark right now is trying to type, trying to think what he's going to say. So
two of the four of us breed and raise rats. How the hell do you do it? I bring in 10 live rats every month. And every month I get in an argument because I'm like, I don't want to keep rats, and they're so cute and so cuddly and how the hell do you keep your women away from these pets? Because I got one that's a Dumbo-eared, and my wife's already talking about getting a gold cage and pimping this thing out. And
but who was the one that
who saved it?
Yeah, who saved it?
Don't throw her under the bus now.
Crystal, this is all you.
I didn't save it. I saved it for next week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I believe it.
So what did you name it? What'd you name it?
I didn't name it shit. Crystal's calling it Ratatouille.
He probably named it something fucking super stupid Canadian like Maple.
Poutine.
Go to grocery order for some poutine fries.
No, I'm so happy I feed mostly frozen thawed because
Named the
I
double-
would have more rats than snakes.
Yeah.
Here's how you have people that breed rats that don't want to keep rats. It's because you get bit, or they jump out and you're chasing them around for fucking an hour and a half, or they all die on you and then they stink, and then you got to clean their fucking tubs out, and you just hate them. You grow a hatred for them.
Yeah, you know what? Like it's in the beginning, you're like, oh, that one's a cool one, that one's a cute one. Then you want to keep them because we've had some cool ones, nice striped ones, and ones with 2 different color eyes and all that. But the good part about breeding them is we can hold those back and use those as breeders for the future. So they're not necessarily holding back pets, but they're gonna, earn their keep.
No, I just get extra large rats that I have to feed until they die.
It doesn't look like an extra large rat that you had though.
No, the one I got now is not. But like my daughter's got 3 upstairs that are like extra large rats.
So
I'm on my phone. Sorry.
Yeah. Sure, you're taking a shit now. It looks like.
Yeah.
So I got to come through the house with the tubs. Like I got the carrying the case for the rats when I go get the rats, and my wife sometimes is usually sitting watching TV, so I go through from the front door, and she's like, "Well, let me see one," and I'm like, "Fuck, here it comes," So I have a pet rat too sitting on the fucking next to me right now.
Us non-rat people.
And the thing is nasty. I mean, it's cool, but he's nasty. She picks him up and everything. That's a pain in the ass.
Mice are worse, so be lucky you didn't get stuck with them.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't even think. Wouldn't even think about it.
Before we got into the snake thing, Chloe wanted a rat. What's up, Chris? But Chloe wanted pet rats, and they sold us when we went to PetSmart. This is before I decided I'll never buy anything for PetSmart. They're like, yeah, you've got to, fancy rat.
Yeah.
And you've got to have 2 of them. They do better together. Yada yada yada. And so we bought 2, and we bought this fancy ass fucking cage for Chloe, and it stayed in Chloe's room because she loved it, and she was going to take care of them. She was like fucking, I don't know, 6 or 7, which I should have known better. They are cool. They're cool as pets, but man, do they stink. These motherfuckers would just piss everywhere. Like they would squirt piss, and it'd be running down the walls, and I'm like, what the fuck? I hate them. I hate them now. Fucking hate them. I freaking crank up Mouskowitz and I smile.
Yeah.
Like, yes, these motherfuckers down.
Oh, fucking.
I brought a few mice in. Like I got one that my Doomerals will only eat mice. I don't know why I've brought it rat pups. I've brought it but I mean, I can literally just throw in 1, 2, 3, and like it'll just keep eating them. It eats 4 in a shot, but I have to bring in live for it, and they just reek. I don't know what I can have rats and they don't bother me. The mice, it's just awful. I don't know what the hell they're eating, but they're awful smelling. Like, and they're the only thing I ever have a hard time getting. Sometimes when there's a shortage, it's in the mice. It's not in the rats.
I mean, that's a scary part, though. You think about and about that is I hear it all the time. A lot of people that can with the shortage or whatnot, and so at that time, I think it's a smart idea, to breed rats. I, on the other hand, will never fucking breed rats. I'm not saying I keep my rat guy in business, but there's a bunch of us that go to the same guy. And I know he's not going anywhere.
Charlie.
What's going on, Charlie? Yeah. So
good shit.
Yeah. So I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And I listen to you every week. Fucking Jared. Fucking play it. I fucking hate this shit. So why am I gonna stoop myself to the level that you're at with that shit? I'm not gonna do that. Fuck you.
Here's why. Here's why I do it is because I make more money off rats through the year than I do snakes. Well, and I feed my collection making a profit.
And I mean, and
Right.
Chris, you started that because people were having shortages around you.
Yeah, there was people driving to California, to Vegas just to get rats, and I mean that it took off for us. And it's a lot of work, and it smells to high hell sometimes, but it's worth it. I mean,
I
Yeah,
listened
get him, Krisha. Get him. He put his fucking his one foot in his fucking mouth tonight, didn't he?
I don't know if she breeds rats though.
She did. She said she did. She used to
she
breed
said she used to.
and rabbits.
Yeah.
So Chris.
Rabbits, I wouldn't do though.
So I listened to this guy, whatchamacallit, that's in the other chat. His name is Mike from M&K, and he lives in Redding, California. First of all, he talks about the fucking weather and the heat there. He talks about it being 100 and something, 10 degrees, fucking and all that shit. And I'm like, fuck that. And he says that he has shortages every once in a while too, or and everything. And so, and I know it's illegal for ASFs, I think, in California.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, but I know that he has a hard time every once in a while. I'm not sure if he does now, but when I listen to that shit, I'm like, that's like the only thing you'd be scared of. But there's a few guys that are on this island that fucking breed rats for everybody else as well. So
I think it's funny, like how many states that ASFs are illegal, like you can't have them, and they're like, because it's they'll colonize and they'll overpopulate. I've got this fucking room, like the perfect temperature, the perfect humidity, their food at the perfect protein, and I can't get these motherfuckers to breed.
They don't breed that fast. Yeah.
but like,
Jesus.
You can't breed ASFs, but Norwegians are all right. Meanwhile, the fucking Norwegians are taking over New York City like it's fucking no tomorrow. Yeah. So it's like, what's the point? What I don't understand.
Yeah.
You go to downtown New York. You got them. They look like dogs.
Well, Sean, you should be then. You should for $8 a fucking a live medium. You should be driving to Long Island and buying it for $2. Where I get them. Fuck that. Yeah.
I charge. Pricey. I mean, I charge fucking my pinkies and stuff like from we'll say weaned down all the way to pinkies. I charge $2 a piece for, and then my smalls are $3, my mediums are $4, my larges are $5. And that's just how I do it. And right. And people will pay it. I'm like, when the only time I upcharge is when the food costs go up, because friggin' I was on Missouri. I used Missouri for a little while, and it just went through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
In the peak of the pandemic.
Right.
Well, when we first started, we were like $25 a bag, and now it's even at buying pallet price is a little over $35
a bag.
You use Missouri?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went away from Missouri and went to Tucker, and I think I'm paying, and this is not pallet prices. This is regular sale prices. I think I'm paying $26.48 a bag for it.
So there is a company out here, Star Milling. They do cruises. We tried switching to that. It is a lot cheaper. And the problem is every bag we got, the food was moldy.
Right.
And
I had some moldy Missouri. That's why I quit using it.
So really? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, what is that, the column bag? Is that just another
It's brand? Another rat food.
Okay.
But it's outrageous now. The prices of that shit shot up.
Mm-hmm. So
it's expensive, but
I used to talk to, well, not I used to. Will for like Will Hella Heat, and he talks about like how he breeds and everything, and he started making his own, I guess, combination, and he says it's a lot cheaper than just buying everything, separate and putting together and stuff like that. But that when you guys feed everything, it's like in blocks, right?
The pellet, yeah.
Pellets, yeah.
Whatever.
Big pellets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We also do a lot of like fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff like that because we have the parrots. So my wife, she makes the chops, so she just makes a big batch for everybody.
JR said 21% dog food, and I know a lot of people that use dog food, and I know a lot of people that use hog food too. They'll go buy bags of hog food and feed it.
Is that all like a consistency of like the crude protein that you have to watch and all that stuff as well? Like, I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be too much, but it needs to be a proper amount.
Okay.
And yes,
Yeah.
Shauna, smash that goddamn like button.
That's right.
Yeah, tell him, Shauna.
Yeah.
Shauna's always a fan. So did you hear Adam's gotten into breeding new things?
Now,
With,
for everybody else, you're
with
talking
Adam.
about Adam who?
Adam Wickens. Adam
Yeah,
Wickens
Adam.
from it was on the Fat Man's show just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
No.
got the breeding project going. He's having a fucking baby.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be another like 4'2" adult when it's fully grown.
You're making fun of. Oh, you're making fun of his height.
Adam makes fun of his height all the time. Like I went and took a picture with Adam, and he asked me to bend down. Legit.
Do me a favor.
Do me a favor, so I don't seem like a midget. Can you squat a little?
Can you sit on his stool, please?
Yeah.
I'd have been like, hell no, hop on my shoulders, Frodo.
No, he's absolutely awesome, and congratulations to him and his new fiance on that. And
Yeah. Congratulations.
Life as you know it is going to be over.
So everybody, send him all the diapers you can.
Send them diapers.
Hell no, he's got a Fiji iguana. He doesn't deserve diapers.
You're gonna make him. He's gonna have to do the actual the like shirt thing. They gotta wrap it around.
The cloth diaper.
I couldn't do it.
He's making plenty of money. He can buy his own diapers.
I think he's all right. Even when he does his fucking YouTube lives, there's thousands of people in his fucking chat throwing super chats at him. I'm like, wow,
It's crazy.
I threw him some money. I felt bad for him.
He definitely has a big fan base, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
and that little stupid hiccup did absolutely nothing.
Absolutely zero.
It brought a lot of eyes to his page.
100%. I
Our
think
little hiccup brought a lot of eyes to our page too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our number one view. It was so awful.
I don't know if that was a hiccup. It was me venting. I can tell you, like it's brought a lot of eyes to Morph Market and the community, and I know Darian's looking into it, and
Listen,
I saw a Facebook post today.
Yeah, as no one says, there's no such thing as hidden fees. That's a fucking hidden fee.
100%. And that's just it. So Darren's looking into it, and it's good. And if it brought it to light and can at least prevent it from happening in the future, that's a win.
Right.
That's a big W in my book.
Well, Gerald, you make me feel very uncomfortable. So I don't know.
Oh God.
I'm just gonna issue you a refund for this podcast. I don't feel comfortable doing this anymore.
Who do I email for the refund?
It's on my Instagram.
I'm writing a bad review on Yelp for you.
Feel free.
Negative one maple leaf. You're just a bad, mean Canadian.
The only one up there.
I am the one.
The only one up there. Fucking figures. Needle in a haystack, and you're the needle.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a funny situation. It's been a funny week though. Like I've gotten a ton of support from the community. It's been almost overwhelming. Just the amount of support. Like I when I did it, I kind of felt like almost ashamed that I was doing it, and kind of like I know you guys supported me and you guys always have my back, and I appreciate that. But I kind of felt like maybe I shouldn't have. But the overwhelming support and the fact that people are saying this should be brought to light has made me feel at least I feel better about it, and going forward, I just I hope that everybody learns from it, and maybe that changes the way they do things, and if they are going to do it differently, they'll set their own set the price, set their bar, set their minimum, whatever they're willing to accept, and not try to sneak something in there that you're gonna use as a cash cow to make it up.
Hopefully, it opens up communication, better for whatnot, and people to make to beware,
And-
yeah.
100%.
So, other than that, I get it. You get a second doubt, and should you have done it, or how could I have made it, done it differently? But you know what? Fuck it. And that's how it is. You got your overwhelming support of everybody else.
Oh, this community has been fantastic, and like, yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw Darian's post. I know Jared just mentioned it. It was so Darian put it out there and basically asked the same question, and a loud and resounding no. We don't charge for local pickups. We don't charge to meet at expos. We don't charge. Like it was, and with over I think 270 something comments. I think there was two, and it wasn't the two weren't against it. The two were saying that basically they needed more info.
Right.
How long was the expo away? Am I keeping it for 6 months and that type of thing? But it was really good. It was awesome.
So I wanted to say this, like, I had something this weekend, military wise, that I think kind of fits to this. One thing we do as people now is we're afraid of conflict. I don't know when it changed, but we're afraid to call out and say
I know exactly
when
it changed. When everyone started getting first place, everyone got trophies.
The participation trophies started.
But it'll never change if you don't call it out. And it's just like with people at work. If you're a supervisor with your kids, whatever. If you're scared to stand up and say, "Hey, you're being a douche and you're fucking up, and this is how you're fucking up," one, those people never get a chance to fix it, because if they don't know they're doing something that's wrong, it's never wrong to them if they think it's right. But if you call them out on it, which you did, and I'm proud of you for it, but that's something we do as a whole population now, is we're afraid to call people out when they're doing something dumb.
Yeah, but you want to know why? It's because that whole fucking cancel culture shit. So you fucking say something that that could offend somebody, no matter what. Hey, jerk off. Now I'm gonna get fucking sued for calling you a jerk off.
Not only that, but
that's
case in point.
That's the whole fucking problem.
Yeah, but look at the Wiccan situation with Darian. How fast Darian didn't even have to say anything. He got his mob to attack Adam instead, and that's a real fear for a lot of people, because they could shut their whole livelihood down.
100%.
Well, what we had last week, it wasn't the woman, it wasn't the seller that we had an issue with. It was her mob in the fucking chat.
And it's almost always that way.
Right.
And it's okay, and that's the way the mentality is. And you know what? I'm more of a I really want to say I'm a positive Canadian. Lift each other up, help each other out, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. If we're all going to try to nickel and dime and hurt those that are in the hobby with us, like that's not what we're about, and not to toot someone's horn, but T-Dot Exotics, he reached out to me because he's dropping the animal off at the expo that I'm going to tomorrow.
Is he charging you now?
Yeah, $271. No, he laughed at me and said, "Is there a hidden fee?" And he laughed, and no. He just said, "Is there anything else in my collection that you want? I'll give you a sweet deal." He was super helpful, and actually super positive, excited to meet me and drop off an awesome animal that I got for, honestly, it's 10 times better than the ivory, and I got it for $210 total.
Nice.
Canadian, so that's like $160 American.
$50 American. That's fine.
That's a win.
That's a,
100%.
That was a total win-win for you, man. That's amazing.
And you dodged a bullet with the other one.
100%. But you know, that's the type of good people you want to be in. And now I will gladly buy another beautiful animal from him and support him and shout him out and put him on. When I get the animal, I'll put him on my Instagram. I will say where I got it from. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. If you give me a good animal or give me a good deal, I'm going to shout you out, tell you how great you were, how fantastic of an animal it is. I'm going to pimp that ride. So you know, be good to people, and that's the you know, whether it's in the community or whether you're, you know, seeing somebody struggle getting up, pick their ass up and help them out.
And everybody gets a trophy. Yep.
And everybody gets a trophy.
Yes, thank you. You're right, JR.
You know, a couple, you know, constructive criticism isn't awful, but you know, some people take it to heart or whatnot. I'm not saying it could be constructive criticism, but yeah, calling out people or some, you know, to tell them what's wrong or whatnot. You know, everyone lost their way and hasn't, and they don't do it anymore. So
right,
and
they don't want to. They don't want to call people out unless it's on a bandwagon. They don't want to be the first one to say it.
Behind them.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see any of the videos or know anybody that's gone to any RBC?
I've seen some setup pictures and videos and stuff.
It's pretty like wicked. Like it definitely makes me jealous that we're not closer.
Right.
Somebody brought a kangaroo.
Is this the Arlington one, or not Arlington anymore, Dallas or whatever it is?
Yeah.
But that place, I've talked about it before, but that place is going to end up moving again anyway. They're going to have another venue. Yeah. So unless somehow laws change and they could stay there, but I doubt that's going to happen.
No, there's too many restrictions for them to stay to make it worthwhile. But
there he goes.
Now we bored him.
There he goes. We knew
his prison time. They only allow him so much time on the phone.
He's done. Out.
Paul knows about that.
you only get 10 minutes.
He was over his time.
This is a collect call. Fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So,
no, it looked like I saw some videos and stuff, and everything looked pretty cool. Bob's Balls, you know, his setup was amazing. He apparently had somebody bring Pokemon cards to trade for a snake.
No shit.
And he took it. I don't know what he traded. But it was.
Is that when he went live with all those cards?
Some of those things are fucking expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh,
these were all like rare 1999 Pokemon cards,
original stuff.
Graded in the plastics.
Yeah,
you guys are probably all too old to have Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
Chris, you might have had Pokemon cards. I don't know.
I had the Pokemon cards.
My nephew gave Angelina a bunch of Pokemon cards, a book of cards and stuff like that. And you know, since now she's not here, he actually reached out yesterday and was like, "Hey, do you think that I can get that book back of Pokemon cards?" I'm like, first of all, you should still give a person and then whatchamacallit, and then ask for it back. I'm like, but I'd be more than happy to get it back for you if I could. But I think she has them. You know, she has them, and I don't think she's gonna end up letting them go. But he gave her like a whole fucking book of Pokemon cards.
It's Pokemon, goddammit. Get it right. It's not MAN. Put some respect on it. Put some respect on Pokemon.
He fucking cares.
That's how the old folks say Pokemon.
It's Pokemon. Pokemon is fucking the 1990s versions of ball pythons. Okay.
Pokey and turn yourself around. Go fuck
Chris. Does Chris like Pokemon cards? Because I'm so getting Chris Pokemon cards.
He probably got into the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, whatever he's into, I'll buy it. As long as he's not making people on the deck and roll.
Billy's getting a collection of cards up too.
Billy had a huge. He was buying the special edition box. He bought them all out and was doing Pokemon cuttings on YouTube.
the
He was
breaks.
doing that
Yeah.
for a while.
Doesn't he have his own like a YouTube page for that too? It's completely different than his regular page. I think.
He might.
I think he does.
He was getting big into it.
All right, I'm fixing to ask a stupid question, and Chris is going to yell at me.
Oh,
Who the
Christ.
fuck is Jesse? Who the fuck is Jesse Lee Peterson?
Oh boy.
You know we're getting picked on because none of us know it.
Yeah, none of us know. Like, he's trying to throw some fucking knowledge bombs out at us. Is it a porn star or something? It's like, did you guys? So you guys saw that fucking O.J. Simpson passed away, right?
Yeah, you see the stretched limo,
The Bronco.
Yeah.
The Bronco.
What I thought was amazing. Did you guys see? Supposedly, I don't know if it's real or if it was a fucking fake or not. But did you guys see his last tweet?
No.
It said, by the way, I definitely did that shit. I'm out.
100% fake.
I was like,
before we go down on viewers right now, I do want to send a shout out to Fat Man. Fat Man Nation's up live and running. Get in, join, pick up some swag. He also is doing his new show. So get in and watch that. My one black friend, my one white friend airs tomorrow night at 10 p.m. I think that's Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
I'm never good at that. But it's going to be the first episode of his reboot. And if you guys want, go on to
say that again. It's a what?
It's his reboot because it was actually live and running before.
Yeah, I know. Just wanted you to say reboot again.
Reboot.
What are you talking about?
my fucking phone keeps overheating.
Yeah, overheating.
Yeah, it keeps coming up saying your phone is too hot.
Steven!
Did you guys shout out Chris's show as one black friend for tomorrow?
Wow.
One black
You
friend
just
and
missed
one white
it.
friend.
Just missed it. We were just talking about it.
Okay, I missed it. I'm sorry.
I said before we go down on viewership, I said I want to say, check him out. Join his he's got his Patreon going. He's got his pages up. Yeah, his reboot. Not about
his reboot.
He's a booted.
We're all about it here. We're all about it here in Canada.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Sorry. Yeah.
Do I actually sound like that?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we wouldn't be making fun of you if you didn't sound like that, you dummy.
It's like Paul and the khakis.
Go find your khakis.
Fucking khakis.
Fucking guy. Fucking guy loses his khakis all over the fucking place.
Fucking coffee talk.
Coffee.
I know you guys aren't kids. I am. I'm a big kid. But have you guys watched Kung Fu Panda 4 yet?
It's out.
Negative.
That's a negative.
Losers. Well, I guess I'm a loser. I watched it. So.
And here it goes. And it goes from 16 to 12 to 2.
Why don't you talk about it there, bud?
Tell us all about it.
Fuck you. Oh, man.
What's a Canadian know about a boot? What's a Canadian know about Kung Fu, eh? Eh?
Fuck you, Gerald. Not you, Gerald.
Oh, man.
That was the main character.
Oh, shit, it hurts.
You know, if you guys come down to the Canadian Breeders Expo,
Come up.
come down.
Come up, yeah. Wait, it's way the fuck up. Okay, for some of us.
Whoa,
Wait,
it's not way the fuck.
It's way the fuck up.
What is the date? what is the latest update on that whole 271 ballot pickup?
Okay,
Well,
so
you'll have to go back and rewatch it, Leviathan. You were late, and that's what happens when you're late. We're not fucking repeating ourselves just because you're a winner. We've got our own winner on this one.
Well, let's say he's not a winner.
Cole's notes. They Paul loves this one. I make them uncomfortable, so they gave me a full refund, and I'm out of snake. The long and short is Darian is looking into it, and I think he's going to politely give them a warning, and I think they're going to look into the whole how it's going and maybe figure out a way to prevent this from happening again. So that's the long and short of what happened, and I'm just glad I brought it to light, and I hope it never happens to anybody else again.
Mm.
Yeah.
Speaking of Canadians getting screwed, did you hear about Justin Bieber taking the Diddy?
Did you hear he gave a shot on Diddy's wife?
No, I didn't. I mean, I wonder if it was like a Justin Bieber sandwich.
Oh, no.
Where Diddy was. Have you seen that shit on TikTok where he's got the song about a Diddy party?
Well, he was hanging out with Usher when Usher was like 14 years old, right?
Yeah, P Diddy was. I'm talking about Justin Bieber though. Like Justin Bieber has this song. He said something like, "I went to a Diddy party, didn't go quite as planned." He said something about the girth and never walking the same. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. He said, I did it for a new Lamborghini and the glory and fame, but the girth had us walking not the same. I was like, what the fuck?
It's amazing that like that is, they sing all about it, and like people just,
and they're just dancing along, singing along to the lyrics. Like,
old rappers singing about murders and shit like that, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll figure it out." 25 years later, he actually sang about it.
Imagine that he was telling the truth.
Right, his confession.
The fuck out of me is Ozzy Osbourne. When you can't understand him at all when he talks, but when he sings, it's beautiful.
I actually had a friend that in high school that stuttered really bad. You couldn't understand anything he said, but he used to sing and he used to sing perfectly.
I've seen stuff like that, like on those American Got Talent shows, stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, to see the shit Ozzy Osbourne is singing, can you imagine? But you know what? I bet they weren't fucking other guys at a Diddy party.
No, not at all.
No, but
not
the
at all.
mountains of cocaine. The mountains of cocaine.
The mountains of cocaine.
It would have been glorious.
A nice long ski trip.
You could literally swim in the shit that he had.
I was there for a while, man. I was really digging those those movies where they'd go in, they would do like the rock stars or whatever. I'm trying to think of what the one was called that was on Netflix for a while, about a rock band, but it had Ozzy Osbourne in it, and they like fucking snorted his piss up off the pool deck or something. Fuck, what was the name of that movie? Man, it was good.
Was that the one that they showed that he snorted ants? If that was true, or was that a myth? Did they talk about that? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't.
He bit the head off a bat.
Yeah, he thought it was a rubber bat.
Yeah.
Forever etched in history as one of the greatest.
Yep.
Hell, Ozzy.
Hell, Ozzy.
I seen him live a few times. That
was the Dirt. Yes, Motley Crue. That's it. The Dirt.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched that?
No.
Oh my God, you have to. I mean, if you are a rock and roll fan, if you've ever listened to a Motley Crue song, you need to watch this fucking movie. It was perfect.
I figured Chris would come in with that one.
Yeah. Chris would know that trivia.
Yeah.
I went to the Motley Crue concert. It was a good concert.
Oh yeah, who were they with? A bunch of people. Bunch of 80s Skid Row.
No, it was just a Molly Crew concert. It was my buddy got tickets, VIP, and we went, and it was.
Is this when you were a stripper?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
100%.
around that time.
He was at the after party.
He used to come out behind the teacher. 100%.
Yeah.
They did have a Diddy party.
Yeah, he was on the
It was
bus.
a Gerald party.
You guys are awful. You guys are awful.
You have literally shooken your penis in front of thousands of women, and you're blushing right now over these comments. I mean, you have mushroom stamped people on a fucking stripper pole, and you are blushing right now.
Maybe he was a shy stripper.
In all fairness, the male stripper pole isn't like this. It's hanging from the rafters.
So you can hang up there in a helicopter. Helicopter.
Slap your balls off of people's foreheads, and you fucking and you're yeah.
This is what gets him.
You guys are colorful. You know what the difference is? When I stripped 20 years ago, or just shy of now.
Just let you say 20 years ago.
But when I did that, yeah, a lot of people saw me and saw my stuff, and that's great.
So
the difference, yeah. The great thing is when that ended, there was no pictures, no nothing. When we end this show, it's still going to be live and out there forever.
Ever. Yep.
But you're not doing the helicopter on live, so you're good.
Big facts.
But now every time when somebody meets me, though, they're gonna start thinking about it.
Yo, has anybody seen those fucking those videos of the Omegle with Kermit the Frog?
Oh,
No one has ever seen these?
Oh,
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yo, they're absolutely amazing. I can't take it. Every time it pops up, it's fucking amazing. So you know what Omegle is? I guess it's that video that people pop on or something like that, and stupid shit or whatever. Well, Kermit the Frog pops on, and it's like people that fucking, you know, like, oh my god, Kermit the Frog and everything like that, and all of a sudden he just picks up a cucumber, and he's like, helicopter.
Yeah.
Shit. Fucking funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's got a camera now.
Yeah.
Why don't you show me
documented.
them titties, baby? Show me them titties.
no, it's true though, Chris. Like the kids nowadays can't get away with anything. The stuff that we did, the drinking parties that we went to, the things, there was very little to no record of it. Sometimes we were talking about that, me and Crystal, a couple of weeks ago. They used to have this guy, and it was called barshots.com. So he'd come out with his nice DSLR camera, and he'd take pictures of everybody in the nightclub, and you'd be excited. Yeah. You'd go the next day, and you'd go through, and you'd say, "Oh, did they get a picture of me?"
Right.
And sometimes you're like, "What was I doing there?" Because you're so drunk and you don't remember. Like now, there's none of that. It's if you did something stupid, chances are go on YouTube, you might find it.
Your damn friend recorded it and put it up there.
They can't lie about shit because somebody's still got it on their fucking cell phone as evidence, like a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
No, don't record stupid shit you do. I know you want to laugh about it later, but keep that shit up here.
Yeah. My buddy, he got drunk, and then he got thrown through a Milano's Pizzeria glass.
That's a bit of good night.
Same buddy, and like, we used to have it, and my job half the time was to babysit him when we went drinking, and it was okay. Like, you just knew he would get to that point where he would do something stupid, like he'd run his fingers through a girl's hair, and you're like, oh,
time to go.
well, then the boyfriend wants to be the hero, and you're like, it's going to turn into a fight. Let me buy you a drink, and we'll just pretend this didn't happen, and nobody has to get their ass kicked, and we'll all be able to go home. Yeah, I suppose. And and you do that, and you're like, I'm sure you guys got one funny drunk story you can pop out right now, off the top of your head.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to hear drunk stories of Jared.
Oh man, Jared one's probably great.
Right?
So I was 19 and I was at a house party. And this is the first time I ever went to jail. I was
That's a
19 at a house party, and we were fucked up, man. We were fucked up. Well, come to find out, there's some under 18 people there that one of my friends had invited, and their mom shows up. Well, they're fucked up. Then the cops show up because I told the bitch, because she smacked one of her daughters. I said, "Don't you fucking put your hands on her, you fucking bitch." Well, I was belligerent. The cops show up, and they're like, I'm like, "Why the fuck are y'all here? Why are y'all just fucking ruining our good time? You're being douchebags." They're like, "Why don't you come outside and talk to us?" I said, "No, I ain't coming outside." I said, come outside and talk to us. We just want to talk to you and calm you down for a minute." I was like, "Okay." So I walked outside, and they put me in handcuffs.
Click, click.
It's a trap.
And they said, they're like, so who bought the liquor? Who bought all this? And I said, "I did." There was people 21 at the party. I was 19. Nope. Yeah, I bought the fucking liquor. It was me. Well, these motherfuckers take me down, and they put me in the cop car. They put my hands behind my back, and I was, at that age, pretty flexible. I got my hands, I pulled them down, got them in front of me, and started pushing buttons in the back of the cop car. Well, the window was not locked, so I rolled the window down. All the cops are back up at the house trying to get the party calmed down. I was like, "Man, I gotta piss." So I reach my hands outside, open the fucking door, and I step out and I start pissing.
Oh God.
Well, I look up, and the cops turn around, they look at me, and they're like, "He's running!" And I wasn't until they said that. And I took the fuck off. They started running down that hill at me, and I took off. My dick's fucking flapping. I got pissed all over my fucking pants. I'm in this parking lot of this gas station because the apartments are like up here, and the gas station's right here. Well, they're doing construction on this gas station, and I take off fucking running. And I'm running towards the gas station like a dumbass. Well, I realize, because I'm drunk, that I'm fixing to hit the fucking wall of the gas station. So I decided to take a hard right. Well, when I did, there's gravel under my feet from the fresh friggin' construction, and my feet go, and I hit the fucking ground. I wake up a day later in jail. So I get arraigned. I spend a week in jail. I go back to the fucking to the sentencing for it, and my first sergeant and one of my friggin' squad leaders is sitting there. They're sitting there in the fucking whatever, the waiting room, or the audience of whatever, the jail, and they're just shaking their fucking head at me. And the cop comes up and he sits next to me, and he's like, "Well, you seem to be doing a lot better, bud. How are you?" I was like, "I'm all right." I was like, "I got a question though." He's like, "What's up?" I was like, "Did you fucking tase me? Because I got 2 fucking marks right here on my stomach." He's like, "Oh yeah." He said, "We tased the fuck out of you." I was like, "How'd I take it?" He said, "Like a champ." I said, what did I say? He's like, "You were sitting there shaking, going, 'Is that all you got?'" So I got out of jail 2 days before I was due for training for 2 weeks. I got 1129 probation, and I got contributing to the delinquency of a minor under 18 on my fucking permanent record for that shit.
And you were the result of a safety briefs from there on forward, right?
That is amazing.
I was not allowed to drink the entire training mission for like a year. Anytime we did a military thing, I was not allowed to drink.
That is awesome.
Yeah. But my friend that was 21 didn't get hit with the fucking alcohol charge, so
because
it was all
some
good.
idiot at 19 admitted that he bought it.
Right.
Yeah, well, she did bring me shampoo and T-shirts. My friend Donna, me and my wife's friend Donna was she was fucking. She hooked me up. She put money on my books, and yep.
This sounds like literally right out of Varsity Blues.
Mm.
Like I picture you jumping in the squad car, butt naked, driving.
You can alley.
Had I have thought of it at the time, I probably would have gotten the front seat and took off. And I'm glad I didn't, because it could have ended up a whole lot fucking worse than what it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ah,
But I got a good story out of it.
Okay, well, we can't leave Jared hanging. You guys got to have a story. Oh, I know you have stories.
I got a lot of stories, but I mean, I have one that I was partying in Penn State, and so we went with a bunch of guys from my college, and we went there, and we decided to go walk around, and we ended up going into this fraternity house, which these fraternity houses are like mansions, and they're fucking tremendous. And we stumbled upon, I guess, beer pong. So we started winning, and I'm telling you, the basement of this place looked like a high school gymnasium. It was huge, and there was like over fucking 200 fucking tables. It was crazy. We ended up winning that competition, and I think we walked away with a couple of $1,000. And but
High stakes fucking beer pong.
No shit.
As it was going, and I was playing, this kid that I had, my friend Jay. He was a offensive lineman. He was like 6'6", 375 pounds. He was tremendous, and I'm just a short fucking retarded kid, that was all coked up and fucking trying, doing our best. By the end of the fucking tournament, I'm fucking faced. He's holding me up, and I'm throwing shit, and I am belligerent to everybody, fucking making fun of everybody. Needless to say, we win and we get kicked out and all this shit. So we ended up, there's a McDonald's in the middle of campus, and they sell those lunch trays, but full of French fries. So like everybody goes there, and I ordered a fucking tray of fries, and I'm just eating fries, and some shit's going on outside, and I'm like, So I decided to get up and go see what's going on, and cops are beating the shit out of people, and I'm literally like whispering to a cop as he's like fucking doing whatever he's going. I'm like, maybe you should do this and this, that. And the guy's like, get the fuck away from me. Or you're next. And I just kept whispering in the face. Needless to say, I got fucking tossed. I got pepper sprayed in the face. And I got thrown in the cop car. And we went to, now they have like, so it's just like a little precinct or whatever it is. And the courtroom is in there and all the shit. And these guys fucking took, my friend actually had the money, but I had a couple of hundred in my pocket, and they fucking took it out of my pocket. And I went there, and then now I'm sitting there, and I'm starting to get the spins and shit. So I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. And so I went to the bathroom, and they stood over me, and I couldn't do anything, guys. I was going to throw up all over the place. And I'm like, I can't go to the bathroom. You guys are standing here. So they sit me back down, and they're like, call your friends. You need $600 and something to get out of here. I'm like, well, you just took my money. We didn't find any money. I'm like, oh, all right.
Oh, you douchebag.
Like that, huh?
So my friends come. So my friends come, and they pay the thing. And the magistrate was like, listen, get the fuck out of here. So now I'm like stumbling out, and I open up the doors, and I just fucking projectile puke all over a brand new BMW that said magistrate on the license plate. Threw up all over his car. And I'm telling you, like, as everybody starts walking out, everyone's going woo, woo, running all that, and I'm fucking stumbling. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Get home, and all this shit happens and everything like that, or whatever. Had to pay everything back. So now, fast forward, I'm getting this job. And I have to list, if I was ever arrested or whatever it is. And I'm like, fuck, man, I got to say something about this. So I list this thing. I find out I had to call like Penn State, or I had to find the precinct or the holding area. So I'm like, fuck. So I call that place, and I'm talking to the lady. I'm like, listen, I'm applying for a law enforcement job, and I need the records, if you have anything, of me getting arrested or whatever, whatever it is, that happens. I need the ticket, an appearance ticket or whatever it is. I'm like, if you have it. And she's like, Paul Santoriello? I'm like, yes. She's like, hold on 1 second. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, and then all of a sudden I hear a click and I hear Mr. Santoriello. And I'm like, yes. He's like, you probably don't remember me, but you puked all over my car. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, oh, yes. So he's like, so I see you cleaned your act up, and then the whole conversation of this whole thing. He ended up writing a huge recommendation letter for me.
Nice. Yeah. That worked out well for you.
The guy was there since college. I'm like, damn, man, that fucking son of a bitch. Yeah. That was like one of my experiences of the law.
One
Chris,
of many.
Chris, you got any?
Man, I can't. I should have gone first. I can't top those.
I got a lot of better ones too. I mean, I got much better ones too, but.
Well, we've got lots of episodes.
I don't want to incriminate myself.
Statute of limitations probably up on a lot of those.
I don't know if I'm able to say some of these things.
You got to mention the ones that you got arrested for because they're already done.
Right, it's done. Yeah,
that was fine. Yeah. So
I got lots of drunk stories. I've been that way since I was like 5. So
yeah,
they teased you with the whiskey, right?
So
yes, actually they did. They did. Very old Barton. My fucking Meemaw used to put my fucking pacifier in very old Barton. I shit you not. I used to get so fucking car sick as a kid. Like if I rode in the back seat and we were on back country roads in Kentucky, I would fucking puke. So my dad and my Meemaw, if I was in a car with them, they always had road beers because whatever. They would fucking give me one of their beers when I was fucking barely able to walk, and I'd sip on that beer. That was the only way they could keep me from fucking throwing up all over the fucking car. I don't know what it was, but now here I am today.
And that's exactly why I got
That's why he drinks today, to keep from throwing up.
He drinks. Yep.
To keep from throwing up.
My wife's kindly bringing up a few of my friends are a couple of years younger than me. Anyways, they were in the last year of high school, and we went and had a couple of drinks. One of our buddies picked up a nice big tree, and we planted it dead center of the high school football field, right before their championship game at their school.
Oh, that is so.
The police showed up. The principal showed up, and the lucky thing was the principal said, "No, it's okay. This was under my supervision," and they had to find a different school to play the soccer the soccer tournament at, and he's prevented because I was the only one that was old enough to get charged criminally. So yeah. Anyway,
so what do you call it? Which one is it? You said both. Is it football or is it soccer?
It was a football field, but like that combination football/soccer field. I don't know if you guys have that.
I got it.
No, because soccer's fucking gay,
Okay.
and football's where it's at. We don't confuse the two.
Unless you're talking about football, that's really soccer.
Well, I mean, Canadians are owned by the Brits, so they probably can say that, but we can't say that shit here because fucking 1776, bitch.
Yes, sir.
Is that when we burned down your White House?
No, that's when we defeated your entire army with fucking pea shooters.
But listen.
We're not going to start that here.
Hey, it's fine, bud. Hey, we'll figure it out. We'll just figure it out. We'll figure it out here.
Listen, yeah, I'm done.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
We're not talking about it.
We're not talking about it.
Go find my car keys.
Take that.
Look, you're taking shots at Paul. I'm the one fucking with you. Leave him alone. He can't help it. He's a Yankee.
You just sound like you might as well play banjo. That's the only thing I can say about you.
Straight from Deliverance, right?
Yeah, like you should
That-
have a banjo.
That movie was filmed 45 minutes from where I live.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like,
It was filmed on the Hiwassee River.
if I didn't love your wife so much, I would say she's your cousin. But I'm not going to say that about her.
She's from Baltimore.
No, that's why she's not your
She
cousin.
married
There you
into
go.
that life.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't always talk like this, you know what I'm saying?
And that's just because his cousin turned him down on the proposal.
Her daughter's lucky that she, they separated the bloodline a little. That's good. You think Americans with such a high population could have less incest? Just saying.
Why? Closer kin, deeper in, bro.
It always comes down to a hit's a hit.
Right? At the end of the day.
Yeah. Ain't nobody family when you're drinking whiskey.
How about The Shine?
Oh, the fucking
that's a whole nother fucking story. Somebody might fuck a pig with that.
You never fuck a pig, they squeal on you every time.
Oh, God. What is it? If you're gonna, what?
Oh, that was fucking good.
That's a good one. Oh shit!
Oh fuck, Gerald, how many pigs do you have?
Yeah.
Just asking. I'm just asking.
It's just random question.
What the fuck do you do with maple syrup and pigs?
He's not making bacon.
Shauna goes, ew. Well, she's encouraging us.
Ain't nobody having sex with my sister except me.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
man. Yeah, so tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We're on our way to Toronto for the
how far is that drive?
Nonstop 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
So it usually takes us 4 because my wife can't go the whole distance without a pedal.
Pit stops.
Yeah.
So that's like what, $100, $130, $140, right?
Yeah. Well, it cost me $134 to fill up my truck, and that if I drove there and back.
Yeah. You guys, it's not gallons, right? It's liters.
Liters. That was I don't know, 74 liters.
Yeah.
We're right now at $1.58 a liter.
How many liters are in a gallon?
4.
For us Americans here.
4.
Oh, you're paying how much per liter?
$1.58.
Jesus fucking Christ! You're paying like $8 a fucking gallon for gas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my God.
That hurts.
My shit's like $3.39 a gallon right now, and I'm pissed. I'm like, well, fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah, no, it's Trudeau's done a real good job of making sure that we can't afford to live.
That's fucking wild.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I get so angry, and it's every day that I drive to work. It's either it goes from like 305, the next day it's 320, then 340. I'm like, this is crazy. I don't put in regular. I put in the high test. So it's like 480 something, and I'm like, and I fucking every time I cringe.
Yeah.
When I'm fucking filling my car, and it's $70 a fucking gas. It's $70 to fill a tank, and I'm like, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, my truck's 90. I just bought $4.19 for diesel.
Oh, I was fixing to say that. Like, I just bought that Silverado, and I almost bought the Eco Diesel. So it's like it's a 6-cylinder 3.0 liter.
Yeah, it's not. No.
But it gets like 30 miles to the gallon. right? And I'm like, oh, 30 miles to the gallon's not bad. And I was like, yeah, it's not bad. But this V8 I've got gets like, I don't know, I average like 19.8, but most of the time interstate back and forth to work I get like 22. And thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I'm between the price of diesel being almost double what fucking gas is, or at least $1.50 more. Plus, you have to add DEF now,
Yep.
diesel exhaust fluid, and then you add in the price that the services are, because the services are more expensive for diesel. Like, you're really not saving any fucking money having a diesel.
Fuel
Unless you
filters every
pull.
year is $600.
Yeah.
Every
Oh
year.
my god!
Fucking.
I do them myself now just because I can get it for $112.
I mean, I remember when diesel was the cheapest fucking thing out there.
It used to always
Yeah,
be cheaper. It
It
used to always be cheaper.
I remember paying for gas. I think I paid like 99 cents, you know, and diesel was fucking like dirt.
Yeah.
And Shauna, there's no show for Crystal in the morning. We're going to be doing a bunch of lives on the way down. So they'll be live on Instagram on Crystals, so Gecko Diva, VIP Morphs, and ALP, all probably during the day.
Yeah.
and no shit, Jr. The fucking Rob gas station. So yeah, so are you guys? Is she doing coffee and Cresties in the morning on the road?
No,
No.
we're just
No.
going to be doing lives on the Instagram.
Okay.
We're just going to do Instagram lives while we're driving down. Shoot the shit.
April going down with you guys, or is
Yeah, April's going down with us. My daughter decided to come, so she's coming for the ride.
okay.
Awesome.
I had to buy a camera mount for my phone for the dash, so that
You're finally out of the cup holder.
so I'm out of the cup holder.
Awesome.
So I bought that so that I can look normal and not look at my coffee cup all the time.
That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll do that right now.
It was actually really good. It was like, I think, $16.
I don't know what it is, but when I'm driving, I'm like, I'm bored listening to this fucking song that I've heard 36,000 times. Let me call Paul or Gerald or Chris. And I'm like, Chris is probably working. Let me call one of the other ones. And never fails. You guys are always too busy for me now.
Nope. You've been calling me when I'm in, but usually I'm getting a Tim Hortons coffee. Double.
Double.
And then double.
No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice going to the show. We're gonna go see Billy, see how he's doing. But we're gonna give some shout outs and
Don't start something. Don't start shit. That's all.
don't what?
Yeah. Don't start no shit.
That's it.
You get your I make people uncomfortable shirt.
A white shirt that we're gonna write it on in Sharpie.
Yeah.
I'd wear Leviathans if it wouldn't give them a bad rap, but I'm not gonna do that to them.
They get canceled.
No, they would not. Everybody loves Stephen and Courtney.
Hey, I just want everybody to know I'm I'm on the countdown for my first clutch of the season to Pip, and for Joel Lacerdas to start coming out of the egg.
Already?
There you go.
Very nice.
Already.
That was quick.
That's over 3 months ago already?
Yeah, well, you think February. So I'm less than 30 days away from fucking
All right.
Joel Lacerda babies.
That's cool.
I thought it was fucking crazy that these eggs have went from this size to this size. Those Joel Lacerda eggs have almost doubled in size while they're incubating. Like ball python eggs don't, you know what I mean? They don't grow.
Right.
So, and even fucking like leopard gecko eggs, leopard geckos the eggs don't get any bigger as they're developing in. That was fucking crazy to me. I looked in there the other day. I was like, Jesus Christ.
They're growing. That's good.
Yeah. Getting there. Whoop, whoop. Gang.
Shauna, there's no saying, because if I sing, we're definitely getting canceled and shut down.
Oh God, road trip singing. Oh boy, he's gonna do road trip helicopter.
How many people do we have still watching this?
9.
Nine
9.
kicking
Okay,
in.
we're down to 9. What was the highest we got to tonight? I'm on my phone, so I can't it doesn't show me on my phone.
18.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Something like
18.
that.
God damn it!
Then we
Go
start
start
talking
more
about
drama,
Jared
Gerald. Shit.
helicopter.
18.
I can always do that. I'm going to the show tomorrow where she's
Yeah.
going to be. So, like, if you want
Do
me
a
to,
live confrontation.
You know who we're missing tonight? There's one person that's always here that is not here tonight.
Val.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, no Val tonight. Kind of
She don't like us.
worried about her. Shauna, you need to check in on Val. I know she might molest you, but you need to reach out something.
Buddy check.
I got to build another incubator because 2 went out in the storm we got. That's shitty.
Jesus.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Jr. So that incubator that I showed you guys a couple weeks ago, whatever. That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
that built those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those are very cool.
Those are those are really fucking cool.
Yeah.
What do you mean by going out? Like, what the fuck happened? They're just burnt out from the storm?
It probably did, man, with the fucking power surges and stuff. So
The surge
being
and all that.
in
blew 'em out.
bumfuck fucking Tennessee, man, sometimes the power is not. I mean, it's constant, right? But we get a storm surge in, and the wind blows, it knocks a power pole out. It can short your whole fucking house out.
Jeez.
It'll blow your TVs. It'll blow your stove. Like we've had people with their fucking stoves, especially with the new convection stoves or whatever, just blow. The whole fucking glass thing will blow apart. It'll get a back surge.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, our fucking thermostat's burning out.
For your TV though, does the power bars not work?
Power bars.
Oh, he's saying store bought, not even the ones he built. So okay.
No, like the computer power bar that it's
surge
supposed to
protectors.
surge protectors.
I don't know. Our TVs don't come with surge protectors.
No, but you can.
I think
plug
he's
it in.
saying if you buy after the fact and plug all your stuff in.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but we're fucking Americans and we don't do that.
No, you just buy a new TV because they
Get
cost
a new
$8.
TV. Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much how it works now. They're cheap enough that you can just pay that. So that
Do you
way.
remember when the LED TVs were, or I think it was the first ones LEDs or the LCDs?
The LCDs,
Anyways,
the plasma screens.
The plasmas. They were like 24 grand and they were like this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Come a
now
long way.
Yep.
Now you can go get a 70-inch for like $600.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
less.
it's fucking stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they ask you, do you want the $250 warranty? I'm like, no.
No,
Just
just
buy
get
new
another
TV.
no, I'll
Yeah.
just buy a new TV. It's fine.
Every time it's like, if it craps, you're doing one of these. It's like, maybe it'll last 3 years. Maybe it lasts a year.
It costs you more to fill up your truck than it does for us to buy a 70-inch TV.
Oh, you're a jerk.
Yeah, but you got free health care, right, bud?
There's nothing free about it.
Yeah. So you can.
I paid $44,000 in tax last year.
Jeez.
Wait, how much?
44,000 in tax.
What? Oh, I was gonna say. So you paid that's like a federal or something that you paid 44,000.
I like all my taxes last year. My deductions off my income from last year was $44,000 in taxes.
I
Jesus
looked at
fucking Christ!
I brought my taxes in today, and I was looking at like how much I paid in federal, and I paid. Well, it was and I would have never even looked either. And I looked, and I'm like, so I paid $24,000 in federal.
Yeah, and then that doesn't count. Sorry, so like when I say 44,000 in taxes, we also have your other deductions like your EI and your CPP and everything else, like which are other deductions.
I'm sure you're adding into the healthcare system, even though everyone's free healthcare.
Part of your federal taxes is your healthcare.
It's not free.
and your
Nothing's
provincial
free.
taxes is health.
Right.
There's nothing free about it.
Right.
The only difference is we're taxed to death, and you guys pay into it and buy, Blue Shield and Red Cross and whatever other ones you guys have available to you, and you guys buy into what you or what you think your family may or might not use. So we pay into that, but then over and above that, my company buys us a benefit package, which we pay into. So every month, my company pays into like $300 a month into benefits.
Mm.
And
So
give me 5 minutes, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
So it's huge expenses. Like for
Yeah, that's a lot.
I like aspects like for really low income. I could see how the our healthcare helps or could help. But for people that are,
So
yeah,
I was gonna say, so the more you make, the more you put in, and
Yeah.
so if somebody's making less than you, they're putting less in there too, less
yes.
into the thing.
So those are the ones that are
You-
going to benefit the most from it.
They're gonna be the benefit the most on that.
Your brackets go up, and then the more you make, the less you're eligible for as like benefits. Like because we make more, our kids don't get as much. We don't get as much of a baby bonus from the government for our kids because we make too much.
Yeah.
The more you make, the less you get.
Yeah.
Right. And less benefits for the people putting the most into it.
See,
Yeah.
taxing people is illegal. That's it.
It is.
So
It really is.
it's really unfortunate, and then that's why like the states, at least you're getting what you pay for, and healthcare is great in Canada. Like there are aspects that are good, but you're if you really wanted to get something, you can't just go and say, okay, well, I'll pay for it. You're getting served the same as everybody else. It's
So
not.
I have Allstate. I have Allstate for car insurance, and so last month, so I paid for 2 cars full coverage. I was paying $230 a month. I was paying, and then the next month it went up to fucking $315. And I called the agent, and I'm like, what the fuck? His name is Dan. And so I'm like, Dan, I'm like, what the fuck happened? He's like, 20% fucking increase on everybody. I'm like, that is just fucking ridiculous across the board. And I'm like, this is just, it's just absolutely insane. So I said, I'm like, well, what can I do to go back to my normal thing? And he's like, well, you can add a $5,000 deductible. So if I get into a car accident, I have to pay $5,000 off the top. I'm like, that's fucking absurd. I'm like, my deductible is $500 right now. I'm like, why am I fucking doing that? No, I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And I'm like, and I've been with Allstate for a long fucking time. No car accidents, no fucking bullshit. And I did their stupid thing that I have to drive under 80 miles an hour. I'm not allowed to talk on my phone. I did all this stupid shit. You don't have to plug this. They have another thing that you plug your shit in. I'm like, I'm not doing that because I'll drive like an asshole sometimes. So I'm like, I do everything that you ask, and you're still fucking raising my rates to $315 a month. I'm like, sorry, Daniel. I'm like, I'm going to be looking at other places.
You're gonna be stopping, yeah.
And it's just crazy. Everywhere.
And here, one of the people I work with, he had his annual raise on his insurance on one vehicle. It went up by $500 or $600 for the year because he drives a Dodge. No more tickets, nothing else.
American made. Why?
No,
penalizing him for
It's
it.
not even American made anymore. But yeah,
it's a hot ticket item for being stolen. It was a brand new Dodge, and it's a hot ticket item. So they say, well, sorry, because it's a hot ticket item, we're going to increase your insurance.
Right.
So he's like, but
insurance is a fucking scam, man. It's a fucking scam, especially auto insurance.
That's what I was just talking about. I was just talking about my auto insurance. How much it went up 20%.
It's a fucking scam.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's,
like so.
and that's because of people that don't have insurance that get into car accidents and everything else. So I'm paying for that shit. So it's not even.
I'm paying you thousands and thousands of dollars a year in the event that I might get in a wreck.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing with health insurance.
Right.
I'm paying you thousands and thousands of dollars a year because I might get sick.
So my mom's boyfriend has been at Farmers Insurance for I'd say like it was like 30 something years, even longer, for homeowners and for homeowners insurance, and never put a claim in, never did anything. And he was paying, like, for homeowners, I pay $1,500 for the year for homeowners, which is not expensive, but it's still annoying. And so he was paying $5,000. He went from some low number from when he started to, they just kept raising him to 5,000 till I fucking told him, I'm like, you gotta get out of there. I'm like, that's insane for homeowners. And he's like, oh, and I mean, he's set in his ways and everything. I'm like, you're getting ripped off. But he's been there for 30 years, and they decide to raise his rates up to $5,000. And I'm like, that's just like, this is time to go shopping. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
They say you should shop for insurance every 12 to 18 months.
Right.
Yeah. I've heard that too.
But everybody gets into a routine that they don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, it's coming out automatically. I know.
Because now I want to shop, and I have Allstate homeowners. So now I have Allstate car insurance and I have Allstate homeowners. So now I'm gonna go say to Progressive. Then I got to switch over all that shit over and everything, and I got to contact and that's what it becomes. It becomes a nuisance. And
it's more work.
But you should do that with everything. You should change your phones every fucking other certain. You should change everything.
But here's the thing. Like, I just got a credit card. I got my new credit card. Even that was a pain in the ass. You know how much that annoyed me, just having to call everybody. Hey, my credit card, same credit card number, but one number changed on the back.
Yeah, they changed
and the new date.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
Man.
All your auto payments magically don't go out anymore because they didn't have the updated fucking expiration date.
And that's what I'm dealing with. I had someone try to do fraud on my account, running my card for like $3,000, and they flagged it, of course, but they issued me a new card right away.
New number.
And now I'm getting like emails like, "Oh, your payment didn't go through." I'm like, "Oh crap, I forgot to change it there now."
Allie's dealing with the same shit right now because hers got hacked right before we went on that cruise. Right. Her card got cut off 2 days before we went on that cruise.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
So Jared was paying for everything.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though.
It's all the same account. That's fine.
I'm just kidding.
Everybody's dependent on something digital, no matter what, and that's the problem. Like, you can't, like, sooner or later, like you having cash is going to be irrelevant.
Well, you got to start carrying gold and silver, right?
Well, yeah. Gold and silver is going up.
Yeah.
You got a safe full of it.
Silver went up. I think.
I'll tell you what. When the shit hits the fan, it doesn't matter how much gold or silver you have.
It's the lead.
It's the brass. It's the brass. You were talking about spending $44,000 a year in taxes.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting here thinking how much civilian, so not military insurance, military health insurance, I don't pay shit, right? But
it's part of no, you don't pay shit, but it's technically part of your salary.
Yeah, it's part of my compensation, and I get that. But when I worked civilian sector, civilian insurance was almost $800 every 2 weeks for a family plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like $1,600 a month. What's 1,600 times 12? I don't have my brain on right now, but Somebody mathematician can do it.
19,200.
So you add that to what we pay in taxes, or federal, or whether you pay federal, state, your Social Security that you pay into. That's probably close to $40,000 a year.
Well,
Like really, if you think about it.
But
So
you got, go ahead, Paul.
I was going to say, my wife, and being the conspiracy theorist that she is, thinks that's all going to disappear soon.
Social Security?
No, taxing. So she thinks that half that shit is all going to disappear.
I think that we're going to, and I hope they do it. I hope they do the flat tax.
They everything that you were taxed on or paid for was illegal, that she says. So that means your mortgages are going to be fucking dropped. Everything is going to be all fucking cleared. Everything, and including your credit card debt, everything. And I tell her every day, I'm like, you're a fucking liar.
I fucking wish. I hope she's right.
Never gonna happen. She's like, you just wait. And this would be 1 in a million thing for me to be like, babe, you were right. Yeah,
and you can't be mad at it for
no.
Hell no. This is the one time I wish you were right.
Right.
I want you to be right.
100%. That's why I keep egging her on. It still hasn't happened, babe.
Yeah, still taking it out of my check.
I hope they did the flat tax thing that they're talking about doing. Have you guys heard about that?
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, so some of the politicians are talking about abolishing the IRS here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, they're going to implement a flat tax, and it'll be like, but it's a flat tax on non-essential items. So you don't get taxed on groceries, you don't get taxed on clothing that's under a certain price point.
Yeah.
But anything else that you need, or that you go buy, let's say cars, yachts, houses, fucking your $120 pair of fucking Jordans, whatever, you get a 20% sales tax on. And that's a flat tax for all sales items. And that doesn't matter if you make fucking $12 an hour, or if you make $1.5 million, $2 million a fucking month. So these fucking millionaires that are out there buying yachts, that are skimping on their fucking sales tax, or skimping on their taxes because they've got a business that they write this off for, they write that off for. It's a luxury tax. So you're still paying 25%, 20%. So if you buy a fucking $6 million yacht, you're paying 20% of $6 million. If I go buy $100,000 or a $30,000 car, I'm paying 20% on $30,000. If you buy that fucking Maserati that's $240,000, well, now you're paying 20% sales tax.
But
and it abolishes the IRS. So we have no taxes coming out of our checks. It's only what you spend your money on. So you're only getting taxed once. You're not getting taxed when you make the money, and then when you get it, and then when you spend the money again, and then when those people pay the people that are fucking checking you out. So it's not getting taxed 16 times.
That's the problem. Is you get your paycheck tax, then you go to the grocery store, get taxed, then you go, everywhere's taxed.
You're reading this. This is what's crazy about it too, right? He spent his whole life fucking putting his money into insurance and everything like that, and has that. And there are people that travel now that have to travel outside of the fucking U.S. to down to Mexico and everything for a stem cell because insurance. They don't fucking approve that.
You work your whole life for it, pay into it,
and make money off that. That's what I was telling you about. It's simple surgery that I know a bunch of people that went up to Canada for hernia surgery is because they tie your muscles in knots. So it's like a mesh of your muscle. But here they won't do that because they do that mesh because
mesh component.
And the mesh breaks all the time. So there goes another thing, surgery that you have to fix it. So it makes money. They'll never approve that. So that's why I know a bunch of people that went to Canada and they did their eyes and they did a hernia surgery because it's cheaper up in Canada.
I'd like to see what the fatality rates.
Right.
I'd like to see what the fatality rates for what they call uncurable cancer in the U.S. versus what it is in other countries. Like, do you guys think that there's a cure out there? That they found a cure and the fucking big pharma's just not letting it out because they make too much money on the other bullshit?
That's been the story for probably over decades.
And I definitely think they have cures for some things in life.
Yeah.
You know, and is it the situation with cancer and everything else? I don't know if it's every single cancer they have cures for, or whatnot. But they definitely have shit that is that
they don't make money by fixing you. They make money by keeping you sick.
Right.
Yep.
That's the whole thing behind pharma, right? They say that they're giving you stuff, but it's more of a Band-Aid solution,
and
not a
the same
cure.
thing on everything though. They say 1 week coffee's good for you. The next week coffee's bad for you.
Right.
One week you should be taking vitamin D and everything, and then next thing you know, you're reading that the vitamin D is bad for you, but it's
vitamin D is never bad for you.
Vitamin D is never bad for the women.
Vitamin Dick, savage.
You're welcome.
Yep, they will lose money for the cure. Absolutely,
they will.
It's a huge profit game for them, so they're not going to.
And I know JR personally, man. He's going through it right now, and I fucking hate it, and I hate to see it for anybody's family. And one thing I will say this, man, it's never the fucking shitty ass people that get hit with cancer. You know what I mean?
Never.
It's always the fucking good ones that are going down with cancer or fighting the battle.
Ass off and everything. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's never the fucking child molesters and the fucking the politicians. I ain't trying to say nothing. I don't want to get canceled, but it's never the bad motherfuckers. It's never the P Diddy's in the world that are getting hit with cancer. It's always the good fucking people.
Let's go back to the beginning. So did OJ do it?
Oh, fucking 100%. I think 100% he did it. Fuck yeah.
Have you seen that video? That's like the first time I've ever seen that video of the juror, the old lady that was talking about it. She said 90% of the jurors knew he did it, but they voted that he didn't do it.
Why?
Because, well, I mean, it was the reason why. If you see the interview, you understand why.
Okay, because that was the biggest thing. Well, he did it because they ended up charging him
civilly,
and he ended up losing. But he just didn't have to do. He ended up having to pay for it, but not actually.
I think it was that whole crossroad with race thing at that point. You know,
the Rodney King stuff.
If the glove don't fit, you're full of shit.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. So
the state didn't make their case. Well, it's because the state had to throw out evidence because of the believed tampering.
So I mean,
I think he did it. I mean, he admitted it on Twitter.
Yeah.
You got to believe it now.
I did it. I'm out.
It was on TikTok. I mean, I seen it.
What a way to go if that's true. That'd be funny.
I mean, if you did some shit, if you did that and you were on your deathbed, knew you only had fucking days.
I wonder if he said anything as he's going out.
I mean, I would. I'd have been like, I got you, bitch.
Got away with it.
You know what I'm saying? I 100% would have done that shit.
As he's going, he has the glove on.
Yeah.
And Jared would come out of it, and they'd say, "Oh, it's a miracle. You're gonna live.
You're cured."
Yeah, that would be my luck. It's like getting fucking punched in the throat by your fucking daughter on your promotion day. You know.
If you have money, you could do anything, and then there goes.
That's the truth.
And there goes what's his name, Magic Johnson, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There was no cure for AIDS till him, right?
Right.
And now they have drugs that you can take that prevent you from getting AIDS.
One time. Yep.
I think it's funny that it's always the gay people on those commercials.
I know.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, can y'all not? Y'all want us to be fucking better with the LGBTQ community, but You know, here we go. You're just pushing it in our fucking faces.
They
pretty
push
much
that everywhere now.
You just got canceled.
Yep.
That's fine. What happened to last week when you said, I just do it for the fun with the boys. I don't care about getting canceled.
1 gun, 2 gun, red gun, blue gun.
There you go.
Well, in Canada, they just ban black guns.
Racist.
That's so not nice.
No, I swear
In
to God.
America, they just beat the black guns.
Yeah.
No, in Canada, it's if it's.
Sorry, Paul. I didn't mean to offend your people.
If you take 2 guns and you had one that was, they just think they look more tactical.
Scary.
Yeah,
Scary.
that's it. Because they don't put any science behind it. It's just it looks aggressive. So it's like, okay.
Imagine
Yeah.
getting a wheelchair rolling.
A pink gun will still do the same thing as a black gun.
That's just about it. They end up throwing it all, and like there's so many guns right now that are being banned that we're Canadians as a whole are just tired of it.
Let's talk about banning guns, eh?
You still visit Trudeau. You talk to him.
We can't lubricate
He's
with
always us every time he talks.
maple syrup. We can't lubricate with maple syrup. We got to talk about it.
That is good. I think we hit the point. I think it's an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done talking about
We're
it.
digressing.
Been talking about it.
So it was awesome. We'll see you guys next week. I will see you guys all hopefully on my lives tomorrow morning while I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
We'll
We'll
see
be
what
there.
we'll see what time you thinking about getting on. You don't know.
I'm not sure. If I'm really bored, I'll put it on while they're sleeping, and it'll just be me.
Okay.
You have to get Crystal snoring with her fucking head like smeared up against the window. Fucking just set your thing up to video record her
Just
drooling for the whole ride as long as she's asleep, and just sit there and talk. Just talk and watch her fucking snore. You know, that would be fucking epic.
Yeah. And Gerald comes back with a black eye. I wonder how.
No, you don't come back with a black eye. She's got a friend in the back seat. You're fine until you get home.
Right.
Fair enough.
So you got time to plan. You're welcome.
Thanks. Well, I'll play our end thing. I'll meet you guys in the back room.
Sounds good.
And thanks.
Hell, Ozzy.
Bye, guys.
Let's
See
go.
ya.